for stopping by the first ever live stream from the Matrix. Give a shout out to the NTZ crew. I hope y'all on here today. Jacob Todd and J. Michael Beach of Life. My time is backwards, man. I got a lot to get used to. Shout out to all my fourth quarter members. That's Jeffrey Tatter. He said the proper evening, the greeting now is good evening, Cal. What time is the travel? It's R68. He said, welcome back to the world, brother. Thank you. There's W Secrets of Success. All my old heads. Thank y'all for y'all support. Any new viewers and subscribers watching for the first time today, welcome. Anybody catching this on replay? You know, the topic today is the first ever live stream from the Matrix. But, you know, it's your live stream, whatever y'all want to talk about. Any questions, anything, let me know. But, you know, as I was talking about on my video today, it feels like I'm dreaming, man. You know, I was gone for 6 years, and about twice, 2 or 3 times a month, I would dream that I was at home. And the dream was real. So when my daughter picked me up at the bus station last night, it was like I was dreaming. And it's going to take me a little while for it really to kick in, because it seems like I'm still dreaming now, man. Y'all think I'm joking. It's almost like an out-of-body experience, man. It's been a long time, man. But that's really the truth. And Mr. Breacher says, what's good, Cal? Glad you made it back safe and sound. Yeah, things are quite different here in the States. We need to connect before you head back, brother. Yeah, I'm going to have a meet and greet here. Probably next week or the week after, to give people a chance to attend if they want to. He said, welcome back, brother. What's up, Xavier? He said, home ain't what it used to be, brother. Land of the controllers, home of the afraid. Yeah, man, but I'm going to be honest with you. I was talking to Confident Voice Speaks. He's back in the Philippines. He's from the U.S. Virgin Islands, and he said, Cal, it's nothing like being home, man. He said, you make that emotional reset. And that's really what it is. You know, you be away for so long, and, you know, because when you're in the Philippines or wherever you are in a foreign country, you don't know anybody. Everybody is a stranger. And it feels good to see familiar faces, and, you know, you got that connection with people. I feel protected when I'm in the States. I feel safe when I'm in the Philippines, but I don't feel protected like I do here. See, people got my back here. I know that. See, but when I'm in the Philippines, you know, even though it's something missing, and it's that protection. There's no place like home. He said, Marge, keep those wrenches warm. I don't trust myself. What's up, Michael Jeffries? Yeah, the dollar, instead of saying the peso, the dollar. It's $1 to 57.26 pesos. Now, there's another article out talking about if the peso falling to 62. And I told Derek Castanaras, I said, well, I'll believe it when I see it. But I see the stock market's going to hell. Just all those tariffs, you know, the orange-faced guy, and I'm not going to get into politics, but he has no idea what he's doing. We pay the tariffs, not the country. He's backwards. He's thinking he can make whole other countries pay taxes. Dude, we're going to have to pay those tariffs. Our prices are going to go way up. What's up, Golden Gate? And I'm going to tell you something. Inflation is off out of the roof over here, guys. I'm telling you. I've only been gone for 6 years, but prices have more than doubled, man. I was telling you about that Alka-Seltzer Cold Plus. Alka-Seltzer Cold Plus. It was only $3 and something when I left here, man. $5 at the most. It's $14.99. And then, of course, you know, you get there and they charge tax with you.
That's my mommy.
No, that's me. That's my show. Oh. This is my grandson. This is... They call him Duda. Say, hey, wait. He's 1 year old.
Mommy.
She already called me. And then this is my granddaughter. She's 3. They look just alike. They're a handful. I don't know how my daughter can put up with these two by herself. But they got personality. Huh? Yeah, go in there and get a popsicle. He wants another popsicle. But everything. What's up, Moments with Mitch? What's up, Blizzard Abroad? You still in the States or you gone yet already? Let me shut this door. I'm going to be on that live stream of yours, man. Your first one back in the Philippines. Hey, thank you, Michael, for that super chat, man. He said, welcome home. Man, I appreciate it, man, because y'all think I'm lying, man. I probably had a handful of things today from Kroger. It was $65, man. You talking about a shock. Everything is high, man. The toothbrushes. I mean, man, you can't get anything, okay? You know, y'all know I wore Secret. But I'm at Kroger's now. I haven't went to Walmart yet. And the damn Secret is $6.99. Like, it's bullshit, man. What's up, Jabraz? Yeah, he said, what's up, chat from North Carolina. I'm going to go visit my son before I go back, man. You know, he's playing soccer, man. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Thanks, Xavier Lamar. He said, yeah, Big Cal in the Matrix. Man, I haven't even been back, man, 24 hours. Buttermilk Biscuit said, you talking about the Greyhound bus station was funny. Man, I didn't even know it's a whole culture about Greyhound, man. Y'all know what's his name? And, you know, he's going to get mad at me because I forgot. But Captain Trucker, you know, he's got a YouTube channel. He's over in the Philippines now. He had me cracking up, man. He called it the Crackhead Express. And see, then he sent me a link from Reddit, man. It's just a whole bunch of horror stories. And see, I didn't know that, man. I'm really out of the loop. Because with me, Greyhounds, you know, it wasn't perfect, but it always had a decent reputation. Man, it's all gone. I was the only one in the damn station with luggage, man. It's been a long time since I seen that kind of crazy stuff, guys. It was hilarious to me. And now that I'm hearing, I can, you know, and it's sunk in, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. He said, how long you back for? What's up, Laurie? He said, wow, Cal, hi, people, welcome back. Thank you. Well, probably 4 to 6 weeks, however long it takes me to tap all these loose ends. But really, I'm not in a hurry to make that boring ass trip. That's a boring, you know, I really don't have a problem with planes. You know, once it roars down that runway, there's nothing you can do. You're on there now. And then, you know, it takes off and you get up there to your cruising height. It's like riding in a car, you know, but it's boring, man. It's really boring. And I just take it from hour to hour. And luckily, Delta has some pretty good movies and documentaries. What's up, Dow Virginians? Thanks for that super sticker. And that really helped me, man, to take my mind off of it, but there's no other word to explain it. You know, just like my buddy Sammy Davis said, he said, shit, all the flights are bad. My friend, I'm sorry. He said they're all bad, but it just seems like to me that Delta, all their equipment is old to me. I don't like Delta. Because that flight, okay, that flight from Seattle to Chicago on a A220, man, thing, I could tell when he's taxiing to the runway, man, it needs brakes, and that whole damn trip was shaky. That's the reason why I don't like them little small planes. What's up, P Money? Thanks for that super chat. He said, what's up, man, from Sydney, Australia. Man, welcome. What's up, Mike Dawsonville? He said, what's going on, brother? Home sweet home. It is, man. You know, no matter what they say, you miss the conveniences of America. Because everything you looking for is on the shelf. Shh. Be quiet. Everything you looking for is on the shelf. It's high as hell, but it's on there. And, you know, I went through the self-checkout. He said, I would think you would be sleeping from such a long trip. Yeah, I did. I slept. I went to sleep at, let's see.
Let's go back.
I guess it was about 10 o'clock. And I woke up at 3:30. But I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, Laura. Yeah. And the way you do that is, same when you go to the Philippines, you stay up and you try to go to bed at the same time everybody else. Otherwise, I'll be up when everybody else is asleep. I don't want that. But the jet lag is worse on you going backwards. See, I went back in time. I left on a Monday. Well, I actually left on a Tuesday and got back on a Tuesday. That's some freaky stuff, man. Hey, Belinda, can you keep them in there for a little while? They're crazy. They like they paw. What's up, Brandon? But yeah, I did take a nap today, Laura. But when I got back, when I landed in Chicago and I finally sat down in that lift, man, I mean, I was out.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm doing my show.
Okay, do this show.
Yeah, I'm doing my show. Leroy Day says, hey, Cal, I need to make a trip to San Carlos City for the first time. What's a good month to visit your town in 2025? Really any time, because Leroy, San Carlos City doesn't have the bad weather that a lot of places have over there. Remember, 7,000 islands, 2,000 are inhabited, and they all have a different weather pattern, huh?
What pattern? Because what pattern?
I don't know. Ask your granny in there. Because I don't know.
What is that?
Yeah, that's my notes.
What is this?
But anytime, really, now, if you don't like heat, don't go there in May. I mean, it really gets hot. Okay, and see, that's a whole other conversation right there when you start talking about the weather. But see, over here it's gloomy now. I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm not outside, man. It's wet, it's gloomy, it's gray. It's just sad looking out there. I'm used to the sun shining bright, 82 degrees. That's another reason why, you know, I wasn't in a hurry to come back. I love my family like anybody else, but, man, I knew what I was coming back to with this damn weather. It's gloomy out there. It was raining and nobody's outside. You know, and somebody like me, you know, hell, that's the reason I left. I was depressed. I don't want to come back. Xavier said, stay out there, Greyhound, man. They tried to warn me. But, you know, I took up for Greyhound. I'm like, man, Greyhound ain't that bad. I remember it 6 years ago. It's work, man. Greyhound had gone to the dogs. Okay? No pun intended. And then when I got to Louisville, I was embarrassed, man. I was shocked. It's not even a Greyhound bus station anymore. It's like it looked like a little holding cell or something. It's pitiful, man. Because the guy pulls up, he lets you get out in the parking lot. You know how you used to pull up to the gate to have Louisville and all that? Oh, that's gone, man. And then they have these little, let's see, they only had like 6. They had 3 on each side, these little metal benches. I mean, it really looked horrible, man. I was like, I expect more from America, man. I expect more from Americans, man. That's just how I am. That's how we made. Hey, Mr. JJ said, hey, man, it's good to see you in the USA. But the Philippines feels like home. Yeah, that's where my life is right now for the foreseeable future. You know, I got Booby over there. You know, that's the only reason why, you know, I make these trips, man, like that to see my family, because it takes a lot out of you, man. It's not normal. And you really don't understand how far that is until you make that trip. And you're on the plane and you're like, why do we do this kind of crazy stuff? Why do we go all the way over there But it's an adventure. Honestly. Anthony Williams, what's up? He said, good evening, Cal. Welcome back to the States. How long you here for? About 4 to 6 weeks. You know, a good chance to see everybody in my family. Because it's like I'm dreaming, man. Y'all think I'm playing because I've had this dream so many times. It's like I'm in my dream. Like when I wake up, I'm going to be in my bed in the Philippines. Like it always happens. That's how real the dreams be. Just a couple of days before coming over, I had the same dream. I've got a daughter named Faith. We call her Poopy. And it was just as clear as day. I had slipped through her back door, and she don't even have a back door. And I surprised her. Yeah, he said that Eastern time zone feels different, right? He said, this is your first time back in America? Wow, yeah, 6 years, man. It's the longest I've ever been away. I think the longest, I'm not talking about in service. Be careful. Now she's got my computer. I don't know how your mama does it. See, I don't remember Booby being, these kids are rambunctious. W Secret to Success, Cal, you didn't feel safe on the Greyhound bus? Tell us the story. Man, it was horrible, man. It was like when I got in the lift, and that was a shock. So the lift picks me up at the O'Hare Airport. Okay, now everybody, I put on my community page, because I got a lot of subscribers in Chicago. I just thought maybe somebody was nearby that could give me a lift, and we chatted up. But they said, don't be cheap, get a lift. I'm like, dude, I can get a lift. But it was $45, and this guy had a nice Belinda. Can you? Here. Let me, wait, guys. Here. Let me fix that. Okay, but go in there, okay? Wait. Let me put it in. Hold on, everybody. She wants to get on my computer. But this guy had a nice van, man. It's real comfortable. And boy, I went right to sleep. Good thing I woke up right in time. And, he lets me off in front of the Greyhound bus station, the one on Harrison Avenue. Here you go. There. There. And it looks the same on the outside. Then I go inside, man. It looks like a haunted house. And then, believe it or not, because this big black guy, man, clothes all wrinkled. He's on the phone. And because it's a big old sign in the front, like 3 or 4 signs. They're scribbled on there. You don't come in the terminal without a ticket. I'm like, well, hell, when did this change? I don't remember. You happen to have a ticket. And I said, hey, man, can I buy a ticket to Louisville? He's like, you haven't bought your ticket yet? I said, no. And then he points me to the machine. And this guy, man, should be ashamed of himself to even come to work looking like that. I expect better from my fellow Americans, man. This guy looked like he just rolled out of the damn crack house. He looked like it was a shit show, man. It used to be a restaurant in there. It's gone. They got a bunch of old raggedy vending machines. Man, they want $2.50 for a Milky Way. I'm like, bullshit, man. And, like I said, I'm in there and it's gloomy. And, nobody's got luggage, man. I look around, I'm like, to be honest with you. Huh? Okay. Shh. Well, anyway, believe it or not, man, the Ceres bus terminal in the Philippines makes Greyhound bus station look like third world. I mean, really, it's bustling with... be quiet. Shh. Bustling with activity, people selling stuff, seating is full of people. There's conversation going on. This place was quiet, man. You could hear a pin drop. Everybody, and whatever you didn't hear, people coughing and hawking. Everybody's sick. What's up, Confident Voice Speaks? Thanks for that super chat. He said, bro, I'm glad you made it. The Philippines versus uh, the Virgin Island. Well, the Philippines is humid, but the Virgin Islands has those perfect trade winds. Feels good to be back in the land of the makeover. Yeah, you don't get them. You don't get any makeovers over here. You know that. It's crazy. And you know, people's like, man, don't be tempted by Big Shirley, man. From what I've seen over here, oh man. But anyway, I get on the bus and the floors, man, it's just horrible in there. And it's the attitude, man. I'm sitting in the wrong seat and the guy comes up, hey man, you're in my seat. And then I was like, dude, this ain't my seat. You know, the driver said you can sit anywhere. And then here comes this woman. Yeah, you're in the wrong seat. And I'm like, I'm back in America. Because that was my welcome back to America. Because had I not practiced the patience and learned patience in the Philippines, it would have been a problem, man. They all up in my face like, yeah, you're in the wrong seat. I'm like, dude, all these empty seats, the driver said you can sit any damn where. Because when I got to America, I was expecting that, but guess what? The universe was looking out, dude. My immigration officer was a Filipino, man. No bullshit. He didn't even, man, I wasn't even in. We was just having a chit chat. He asked me one question. He's like, well, he said, where did you coming from? I said, the Philippines. He said, well, how long you been there? And I was just going by the stamp on the passport. It said June 2022. He said, wow, you living over there? I said, yeah. He said, how's your Tagalog? I said, well, I speak Visayan. And he said, okay, and have a nice day. That was it. Now, if I went to that American that was next to him, man, he was putting people through the ringer, guys. So I thought that was going to be my welcome to America. No, this encounter on the damn Greyhound bus station was my welcome to America. And they end up getting off in West Lafayette, Indiana. I was so happy. He said the kids sound happy. Yeah, they're happy anyway, man. Honestly. But the only good thing about that Greyhound bus station was it had Wi-Fi. I mean, yeah, they had Wi-Fi. They had good Wi-Fi. But it was horrible, man. You know, the guy in front of me, he's, you know, coughing and everything. Okay, your mama will be here in a minute. It's just something I'll never do again. It was straight out of Good Times. Anybody ever heard of Good Times? That's why I'm telling W Secret Sister, say, okay, watch out. This is going to be an experiment in patience. You can't move that in here. I wouldn't have been surprised if JJ was driving that bus, man. And you know, you can't smoke. The man tells you, hey, don't smoke on the bus. And then he says, don't use the speaker. Well, everything he say don't do, they did. He said, yeah, over a damn seat. We glad you didn't let Louisville out on him. Yeah, but that wasn't just me. Okay, we stopped in Indianapolis. That was our last stop before we get to Louisville. And an Indian guy gets in, and he's with the seat stuff, but not with me, with some lady. Until finally some dude, the dude in front of me, I guess he got mad. He said, man, just sit any damn where. Because the woman had, you know, she had everything with her. You know, when you travel Greyhound, they got their, you know, you've seen people pushing them damn grocery carts. Well, hell, they just use the Greyhound for the damn grocery cart. And she's like, I'm not moving on myself. Shh. Okay, wait. Okay, let's see. There. He said JJ driving a bus. Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised. The bottom of the borough, man. And remember, I used to be in the bottom of the borough. So I know what the bottom of the borough looks like. Man, it's worse over here, man. I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much opportunity here for that, man. You know, they look bad, man. It just brought back memories, man. But see, I was at one level from being at the bitter end. Because I wouldn't ask strangers for money. These guys was asking for money the minute I got to Louisville. This guy's young, you know. He said, don't do nothing stupid. Hey, what's up, Devon? He said, it sounds like Bookman worked for Greyhound. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That Greyhound, man, it's lost all its allure. I can't believe how far that place fell off. I'm like, how's it staying in business? But you got to understand, there's a market for that. But here's the kicker, guys. I could have bought, okay, at the time I bought my ticket to come back to America, my plane ticket would have cost more, cost less than my Greyhound bus ticket. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is their first time ever meeting me. You think they've been knowing me their whole life. You want what? What do you want to watch? Okay, hold on. Remember, this is their first time ever seeing me. I think they've seen me on videos. Nah. The Wi-Fi's off, it says.
The Wi-Fi's on.
Turn the Wi-Fi on, let's see. This is crazy. I don't know.
What crazy?
Okay. You done something. Oh, okay, there.
What?
You turned off the Wi-Fi. Yeah, she turned it off. She did.
The Wi-Fi.
This one is funny right here. Duda. His name is Naimir. You're like a little comedian.
No.
Yes, you are. Okay. There. I'm checking her in, guys. He said, now you know why we watch Sunshine Shoulders. He said, I watch you. It lets me know there's light at the end of the tunnel. I got 3 more years to go, and I'm out. Okay, there's the block. Okay, I'm going to get y'all because I asked y'all that I'm going to do my show. Now, there. Yeah, the bottom of the barrel, man, it's embarrassing here to me. TJ, what's up? He said, you're going to learn some stuff firsthand. 6 years is a long time. I ain't seen nothing yet, though. I've only been to the Greyhound bus station, to my daughter's apartment, and to Kroger. Okay. Well, I don't know. You got to go in there and tell your granny to fix it. He says, I'm right behind you on the 15. Are you coming back here? He said the mega bus took a lot of business away from Greyhound. You know, it's crazy, but I had to go, Matt, with what I knew because it's cold in Chicago, even though it's like 47 or something like that. Coming from 85 or 86, man, it's like freezing. And all I had on was that little hoodie. And I mean, it might as well have been below zero out there. I knew I could go to Greyhound, and I was only there for a couple of hours, man. He said, how much cash do I need to stay in the Philippines for a year? Well, it just depends on where you're going to live. What are you going to do over there? But for people who say that the Philippines isn't cheaper than America, you crazy, man. It is. And yeah, the Philippines is high compared to a lot of those other Southeast Asian countries. But hey, man, can't touch America. That's a place in the Philippines that still has $200 rent, man. I'm talking about a good apartment. I tell you all the time about that apartment in San Carlos City. 10,000 pesos? Come on, man. I mean, it's got all new furniture. It's fully furnished. Refrigerator and everything. The only thing you have to buy is something to cook your food on. Everything else is supplied for you. But I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you how much you need. I would say this. You know, people talk about, you know, the $1,000 a month. That's it. That's went up, man. It's at least $1,500 because of inflation. I would say at least have $1,500 a month, and don't do nothing stupid, man. You know but that's easy for me to say. We get stupid when we go over there. I mean, we take the gloves off, man. We just go plumb crazy. You know, and I can't explain it. You see same-minded people over here. The minute they get to the Philippines, man, they go crazy. You be like, dude, what's wrong with you? What happened to you? So yeah, that's a good question. He said, so where's your daughter who got beat up by a man? She's supposed to come over here today. She's doing better, but yeah, I bet not see him. See, he's gonna hide. For me, and I'm not a violent person, man, but I'm not gonna take that, man. You know. She's got her own place, man. All my kids are grown, man, over here, except my two sons, man. They got their own lives, man. My daughter's got a nice place here. I'm so happy that I had a place to come to. Man, I've been gone for 6 years. I gave away everything to them when I left. The only thing I sold was my BMW. Everything else I gave away. I had nothing. There was nothing to come back to. And when she picked me up, man, she got a nice 2015 Camry, man. I mean, I got in, the heat was on. It's quiet, smooth. And she brought me here, everything new. I'm like, wow, it couldn't have been any better. Because I didn't know what I was walking into. And give me a chance, you know, the minute I got here, I took a shower. She got wash and dry. I washed my, you know, I bought all my clothes, but the clothes that were dirty. When you travel for, okay, I caught my plane in Manila at 6:25 p.m. on Monday. I got back to the States at 1:50 a.m. Wednesday, which would have been 2:50 p.m. Wednesday in the Philippines. So it was like almost 48 hours. Luckily, they had that damn shower in Taipei. It was free. They give you 15 minutes of hot water. And after the 15 minutes, that water's cold as hell. Yeah, Burl, man. He said, more than $100. He said, Unc, if you see this, stay strong. Try not to eat too much. Believe it or not, man, I haven't eaten anything today. I ate a bowl of cereal. When my daughter took me to Kroger, and I came back, I ate a bowl of cereal, one bowl of Captain Crunch. I went to sleep. I haven't had anything. As a matter of fact, yeah, I did eat 2 toasts. Now, it's going to be moderation. I'm going to go and, once I get my ID and everything, I'm going to go join the Y, even if I'm only here a month. He said, good to see you, Cal. What's up? He said, America's the real hamster wheel. I know. He said, where are you at? What times you travel? I think he said he was in Baja, California. He said, they love you, brother Cal. Yeah, I just met my grandkids face to face today. It's like they've been knowing me forever. Hey, Howard Pratt, thanks for that super chat. He said, I plan on going, Lord willing. I mean, it's a good decision, man. Wherever you're trying to go, just to take a break. You don't have to be gone for 6 years like I was, but damn, that's what you need. You need a break. I met a lot of guys, man. Y'all know, it's hard for me to embrace, this sunshine shoulders, man. I was talking to some guys in Manila. We was at Starbucks. They said, Cal, because they was like, man, one guy, he was in Dubai. He's like, he said, I can't believe it. I'm sitting here, I've been watching you so many years now. I'm sitting here with you. And I'm like, man, I'm just a regular guy. He said, no, you're not, man. He said, you need to go and embrace that. He said, you got a talent, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. Then the guy from he's in the Peace Corps, this young guy, man. He said the same thing. He said, I know how you feel because I speak fluent Tagalog. He said, but when I'm around the other volunteers who don't speak it as well, he said, I ramp it down. I'm embarrassed. He said, I got to stop doing that. He says, okay, Unc, to let your light shine without, putting anybody else down. But it's hard for me. But I met some great guys, man. And a lot of them was on breaks. They live in America and England and different places. One guy lives in Hong Kong. And they just said, man, I just need a break. But it kind of reminds me of what Quincy Jones said. They was asking him about Michael Jackson and about Michael Jackson's strange behavior. And Quincy Jones said, fame is funny. He said, when people first have it, not saying I'm famous, but he said they're almost embarrassed by it. They're ashamed of it. They're like, they don't think they deserve it. So they kind of shun it, but then eventually it can, like in Michael Jackson's case, it can kind of make you feel weird like that. He said, Geechee Land music, home, okay, I would check it out. He said, I'm now in Davao City. What's up, Geechee Land? He said, well, show us what your hair used to look like. I actually got a picture on my Facebook. I'm going to have to post it on my community page because no one's more shocked than me. And you're going to see my brothers and sisters. I'm going to introduce y'all to them. Nobody has a bald head like me. I mean, my hair literally fell out. And I was playing with my grandkids. I was like, they're like, what happened to your hair? I said, it fell out. I said, help me find it. They looking around for it and put it back on my head. Ron said, they're right, Calvin. It was you that gave me the spark of inspiration to make that move. Yeah, but it's just hard for me. And I guess I just got to embrace it a little bit more. Not with the big head, but just say, okay, Sunshine Shows is what it is, because people certainly recognize me. I was in Taipei, and wherever I was, man, they knew who I was. They wanted to take pictures, and it just made me feel good, man, because I'm going to tell you something. When you suffer from low self-esteem like I did for many, many years, you just don't know what you mean to people, even my own family. That's why I say I didn't know what I was walking into. Man, my family's so happy that I'm home. What's up, Modoc? He said, my girlfriend is from Bayan, Davao Oriental. Wow, yeah, that is the... Uh-oh, so their mother got home. Yeah, that is the province. He says, okay, no, come on in. What happened? What? Oh, okay. Did you get the hot links?
I didn't get hot links, but I got something that this man said was hot.
Okay, thanks.
No, you have to.
He said, I was going to greet Cal in Chicago when he was planning to come in 2023. He ended up not coming. Yeah. This time, man, I was just forced to come. I couldn't put it off any longer. Chris Sykes says, you need a break from America, 6 months in another country. You do need a break. And that's what, I met a guy, he was just leaving the Philippines. We met in the airport. He's like, yeah, man, I watch your videos. He said, but I don't like it here. Because he's a foodie. He travels around because he likes to try the street foods and stuff like that. And he said that's probably why he didn't like the Philippines. He said he got sick. This is his words. He said that was God's message to him, and maybe this isn't the place for him. And I was just telling him that, just go wherever you celebrate it, man. Everybody has a paradise somewhere. Some people, it's America, believe it or not. But he was on his way to Thailand. He had been to Vietnam. He said he didn't really like it there because of the language. And he had never been to Thailand. So I said, you're probably going to like Thailand since you're a foodie. He said, because the food he was having to eat in the Philippines, and he was right on the money, it's so expensive. Yeah, if you eat at these restaurants and stuff all the time, you want Western food, you're going to pay for it. I told you that burger I ate at Texas Roadhouse, yeah, it was a 10 out of 10, but it was 695 pesos. You can't afford to eat like that every day. That's just one meal. I could feed my whole family over there for 695 pesos. And that's why I was telling him, like, man, do you cook? But he said, he made a great point. He said, Cal, that's why I travel. I want to get a break from cooking and all that stuff. I want to live, He said, being back in the Matrix, can you understand now why men go crazy? in the fields. Well, I haven't been back long enough, but I just remember why I left, Rashard. And yeah, I understand. But everybody needs a break, even the women. Now, a lot of women from the Matrix, they're going to Thailand. I mean, a lot of them. I mean, they're actually, remember I told you a long time ago, women, they've been far ahead of us as far as traveling. I mean, they've been, I don't know what they call them. The passport sis or something. But you need a break, man. He said they were probably searching all they might. Yeah, they was, man. It was funny. But yeah, my hair fell out, man. I don't know if it was diet, it was nerves, it was something. That bad haircut. Because when they give you a shape up, my shape up was back here, man. Literally back here with a straight razor. That's not coming back. I was so mad at my wife at the time because I told her, watch this man. I had a regular line right here. I said, look, just watch him. Don't let him go too far back. If you see him going too far back, stop it. But she's on that damn phone, man. I could see the look in her eyes when he got finished because, he's brushing me off. But he never put the mirror in my face. I just looked at her and her eyes said it all. And I finally seen a reflection of myself, man. I could have died, man. Right there. And then she said, well, Filipinos, they don't care. They don't look at you. I look at me. And so I just cut the rest of it off. Shit. He said, don't forget to take plenty of pictures with your kids and grandkids. Yeah, and videos too, man. He said, I'm getting ready to go on a vacation next month to Angeles and Bootwine to spend some time with my ladies. That's a good trip, man. He said, you back in boot camp. But there's nothing like home. He said, be in and out, though. TJ said, hot links. Yeah, that's a pretty big jump from Cyril. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something. The Philippines got them hot links, man. Derek Q, in Cebu and the big cities, they'll have them at Save More. Now, at the Save More where I live, they don't have them. That's the only way I can eat them. I can't eat regular sausages. They have to be hot. I can't eat them. And see, I know I'm going to eat a lot of food I've been missing. Because all my kids, not my youngest daughter, she can't cook. But the rest of my children, they can cook. Their mother just is an excellent cook. I would even say she's a chef. Yeah, Jesse, he said, I bet you have a long list of American foods y'all been craving. But really the craving has left me. You be over there for so long that you stop craving the foods and you just start eating what's over there. Remember Marilyn and her mother, man, they're good cooks, man. So I don't have a problem putting wings in the air fryer with, green beans and rice. That's a typical meal for me. Ate a lot of chicken over there and fish. I didn't eat a lot of pork. What's up, Doe Getter? He said, somebody help the baby. Now she's mad because her mother took my laptop from her. He said, what's today's topic, Cal? It's just first ever live stream in the Matrix. I just want everybody to know, man, that I got back, man. I'm over here. It's real. It's not a dream, even though I haven't awakened yet. It's still a dream. Once I see enough people and make the connection, man, because those dreams I had were real. I was gone so long, man. I guess it was just my longing to be home. And I'd wake up, man, I'd be disappointed. But it's a long way, I'm going to tell you something. This is why people go there and they stay for a long time. And the first time I ever went to the Philippines, man, I was only initially supposed to stay 1 week. Man, that's not long enough, man. My body couldn't get adjusted. I had to extend another week, and that's not long enough. I met a guy from Austria. That's where he was from. I couldn't remember. And he's like, man, don't ever come over here less than 6 weeks. That's what he told me, but I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how long you can stay. But it's a long, long way. And you better give yourself time to to adjust, man. I mean, you're on the other side of the planet. You're literally on the other side of the planet. And technology is just amazing. How one day you can be in the Philippines and the very next day you're in America. He said, a U.S. Army veteran said, Cal, you're very humble. That's one reason why it's uncomfortable to accept being popular or someone's inspiration to change their situation. Yeah, it's almost embarrassing, even now after 4.5 years, man. Honestly, it is. Almost ashamed. It's like, I don't deserve that. You know, it's so weird. But I'm starting to embrace it a little bit more. You know, it is what it is, but it'll never change me like it's changed some people. They really become these celebrities, and it's kind of cringy when you see it. What's up, Angelo? He said, I can tell you in America, kids crying. Yeah. Michael Alexander said, does anybody know how Brother Frank Tate is doing? Well, you know, I know his wife did say he was in the hospital. Greg Will said, hot links. Yeah, that's old school. I usually just get the cheap ones, man. What is that? Bar ass over here. If you know, you know. That's like the generic brand that you get from Walmart and Kroger. It's always on the bottom shelf. It's in that, you know, all the rest of the good brands is hanging on the, you know, they have their own little shelf and everything. And Bar S is in the bottom. That's where the cheap stuff is, but the good stuff. He said, do you recommend building a house in the province or the city? Well, you know, it just depends. I would say wait to, you know, to do anything in that province. Guys, look, every province isn't the same. Some of those provinces, man, are so primitive, man, you can't deal with it. And then some of them are like little small municipalities. You know, they don't have like a plaza or something like that, but they got everything else that you could probably deal with. But when you move to the Philippines, I would say start in the city first, and, you know, don't make a decision like that for a year or two. Make sure you like it over there. Make sure you can, you know, your way around and how things work and all that. But the land certainly is going to be cheap in the province. I mean, you know, the land in the Philippines, you know, for Filipino standards. Now, in America, man, you can't get a plot of land, you know, because people be like, oh, he wants 1 million pesos for that 200 square meter lot. Man, hell, that's what, $16,000. Try to buy a plot of land over here big enough to build a house in America for $16,000. It's nothing I mean, you can't, don't even think about that. But yeah, if you really on a budget, you're going to have to do it like somewhere in between the city and the province. But I would say, wait. He says, I wish we had a sunshine shoulders when I started to come to the Philippines in 2003. Amen. Preach that. Same with me in 2009. I just got on the plane, man. I was a fool, man. Don't do that. And when you come over here, man, when you come over there, accept some help, man. That's why that young man ran into so much trouble. You know, he's lucky. He's very fortunate. Him and Broke John and different people, that these guys with these big platforms ran into them and was able to help them, man. You know, I hope that young guy just does the right thing, come on back and get his life together. Man, the Philippines would chew you up and spit you out. I don't care how tough you think you are over here. You go 8,000 miles from home, you go broke, you can't speak the language, nobody knows you, everybody's struggling. And most Westerners are simply going to laugh at you. They're simply going to say you should have had a better plan. It's getting a little bit better, though, as people like me and Alex and Old Dog and different ones, you know, we help these guys and we try to, you know, give y'all some suggestions. Otherwise, man, you ain't got nothing coming. You know, people sneaking over there, you know, man, look, once they swipe your passport, They know your ass is over there. And the Filipinos know you there, and they know why you there. You know, don't try to be all, man, that's foolish pride right there. You know, embrace that trip, man. You're going to have a better time. Get to know some people. You know, I'm glad I could be an inspiration. And people get it on my channel. They see that, you know, it's not so much what I say, that you're seeing me, that I'm doing it over there. And it can be a viable option for you. That's all my channel's about. It's just one option. You got people in Kenya. You know, I got to shout out Geo. He's in Nairobi, Kenya now. So evidently he's been watching some other vloggers to make him end up over there. It's so many places though. You know, I'm just repping the Philippines, that's all. I was able to, man, to really, it all came together for me over there. I mean, that's another reason I haven't been back. I mean, I just haven't had it so good. The last 6 years have been as good as I've ever had it in my entire life. If it gets any better, man, I'll be shocked. Okay? That's another reason why I wasn't trying to come back. If it's not broke, don't break it. But you do need help over there. He said, how many days are you staying? Probably about 4 to 6 weeks, you know. I'm really not in a hurry to get back on those planes. It's boring, man. Okay? But once you start missing a place, that helps. See, and it's knowing that Booby's over there and she needs me over there. It's enough incentive to get on the plane. But I'm just telling you, that's boring. The first trip you make, you're going to be so excited, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But coming back, and then every other trip you make, good luck. He said about food, when in Rome, eat what Romans eat. I've never had any problems with the food. You know, I'm going to agree with Blizzard Abroad. He said the things that bother people over there, they didn't bother him. It's the same with me. It just didn't bother me. But the things people complain about, the only thing I feel is, you know, you feel like a stranger sometimes. Like once I went to Manila and I was out of my little bubble in San Carlos City where people know you and everything, you feel like a stranger. You know you're overseas because people aren't warm in Manila, man. Manila, man, is the mean streets. I couldn't live there. I mean, really, I certainly wouldn't have lasted six years. And that's what I was telling the guy who said, you know, he stayed in Cebu the whole month. I was like, man, don't you realize how spread out the Philippines is? Don't you realize that you probably could have found a place that fits your expectations? He said, they're going there in droves, big Shirley's everywhere. What's up, Carl Bridges? He said if he didn't like Vietnam, all bets are off. Thailand is a different experience, though, and definitely the lowest difficulty country in Asia. Yeah, he's a foodie, TJ. He likes to eat street foods, he said. And I don't know, you know, the Philippines, and that's a different animal now. If you do want to experience their street food, you make sure you tell them to cook it all the way. It's a different experience in the Philippines. They've got a different culture, man, when it comes to food, but so does Thailand. I'm not eating bugs and stuff, man. Over there, eating insects is a big deal, man. There was one guy, that's all he sold. You know, and they have garlic, you know, they'll eat grasshoppers and stuff. You know, when people talk about, oh, yeah, the food in Thailand, see, they don't talk about that. You know, they talk about the Western foods that you can get over there, the food selections. But they got some strange shit over there. You know, I'm not eating no damn grasshoppers and scorpions. And he had his whole cart was full of stuff like that. You know, and he'll put, you know, they have these little flavors that you can sprinkle on. TJ, I tell you, I'm not trying that stuff, man. But you don't have to get that extreme in the Philippines. Like I said, beef, pork, chicken, fish. There's only so much you can do with that. Keep it simple, man. I don't have a problem with the food. And then some of the cultural stuff I did start to like. But I didn't go way out there. I mean, you're not going to see me eating balut and some of the other stuff they eat. The only way I eat halo halo is with real ice cream. I can't eat it with just the ice and the cream and, and all that. He said, you going back to the Philippines? Absolutely. That's where my life is. I don't know why people how did they get that I was leaving the Philippines for good out of that video I did when I said my time's up here. When I simply said I'm going back to visit my family and take care of some loose ends. There's nothing here for me other than my family. I don't have a place to stay. You know how funny it feels? You know this is my daughter, to be staying with her. I feel funny, man. I've always had my own place. I got 2 houses over there. My daughter's over there. My woman's there. I got friends that my whole life is there now. I'm like a fish out of water over here. I'm going to do what I got to do, and then I'm out of here. But everybody's saying that, man. I had a subscriber, man. He unsubscribed me. He said, man, all the support and everything, man, and you back in America. I was like, dude, why do you think I'm, what video did you watch that said I'm moving back to America? I'm visiting. He said, yeah, the Black Women Passport Girls. It's also a group who's in Thailand. Well, they've been traveling. My sister, she's 10 years older than me. She's been traveling, man. I mean, as long as I can remember. Madoff said, Cal, did TSA give you hell like they always do me? No, I was very fortunate. I got a Filipino immigration officer. Yeah. Because I put it out there in the universe. I said, I don't want any problem, man. Because I've been gone a long time. And, normally when you've been gone that long, they'll want to check your bags and all that. All he asked me was, how was my Tagalog over there? He looked at, he said, how long you been here? I said, well, how long you been in the Philippines? I was just going by the stamp. It had June 2022 when I came back from Thailand. He said, hey, you living over there? I said, yeah, I am. And he said, how's your Tagalog? And that was it. But the guy, the American next to him, man, he had a line of people where he, let me see your passport. And then he's taking a picture and making sure it's you. And he's going through the whole 9 yards. I was like, man, I'm glad I didn't get that guy. He said, our kids and wife back in the Philippines. Yeah, see, me and Merlin's not married. My 2 sons are here. I was one of those guys that really lost my mind when I went over there too, the first time. It's all calmed down though now. The dust is settled, but see, that's why I can understand people losing it. And Filipinos are very fertile because they don't. The majority of women over there, it's a new generation now. They don't take all that birth control and all that stuff, man. So they've never taken it. So if you just touch them, if you just blow on them, man, they get pregnant. But my sons, they have really adjusted to America good. He said they messed up your hairline. That was all she wrote. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something. Honestly. My hair was thinning in the top to begin with, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, well, what's going on with my hair? Nobody in my family's bald. I just embraced it, man. Luckily, I got a round head, really. Superfly said, how long you going to be there? About 4 to 6 weeks. He said, that'd be $8. I'm going to have to learn how to shave my head. I bought some good razors. And I'm going to tell you something that's not expensive. compared to the Philippines. Because when you buy Western brands in the Philippines, what happens is, they put the import taxes on there. That's why this stuff's expensive. But shaving cream is cheap here, man. Over there, you just get a little bitty of Gillette like this. It's $399 pesos. He said, "You have a family in Chicago?" No. That's the major city. But I'm gonna start playing in the Indianapolis. Somebody was telling me. I never even thought about that. But see, Chicago's like a hub for a lot of the places, so you can get a better ticket price flying out of Chicago, and that's why I do it. But no, I don't know anybody in Chicago, really. He said, when I moved to Brooklyn, it was the first time someone tried to hit me with that shit at the end of the cut. Yeah. He messed me up, though. They use the straight razor over here. They're good with it, but if they mess you up with that straight razor, it's a done deal. He said, have you ever ate balut already? Not really, man. John bought some cold balut. Don't eat that. He bought it on the show. Me and him supposed to have ate it, but they sell balut when it's warm. It's almost hot. And they sell it at night. That's when you're supposed to eat it. Not the next day. John had put 2 eggs in his damn pocket and bought it to the live stream. I'm like, dude, that's not how you're supposed to eat it. And I pretended to taste the damn juice. I didn't. Yeah, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky right now. He said, I just got back to America from the Philippines too, Cal. I'm so thankful that we have street signs that governs traffic, unlike the province. They drive like maniacs. Yeah, it's a whole different deal. I've never driven in the Philippines. I never will. But they know what they're doing. You would think there'd be more accidents. Let this sink in. Q and Trixie travel vlog. Dumaguete has no traffic lights at all. Not one. Okay, you got 450,000 people coming in and out of there on a daily basis. Okay, they still got traffic cops. Not really. Where they traffic people that when it gets busy, they're in the middle of the traffic, directing traffic. See, I can't drive under them conditions. What's up, Robert Lee? He said, welcome back to America for now. We're on your vacation. Remember banana pudding? Oh, man. Sweet potato pie. I'm looking forward to that, the real macaroni and cheese. Not, that Kenny Rogers stuff over there in the Philippines. And real sweet potatoes. My sister makes the best, man. She'll cut them pineapples. She'll have them pineapple slices in there with marshmallows. They're also enough to give you diabetes just thinking about it. He said, damn, bro, I don't need a Minecraft where my hairline looks like that. Yeah, you better be careful, man, when you get now they're better overseas. They're better in Thailand, I heard. But this young guy, he said, this guy, I wanted to interview him, but he said, I'm in the Peace Corps, and they're funny about that. And they are. I saw where a guy got in trouble over in Thailand. And trust me, I don't know what the woman did to him, but he ditched the Peace Corps for the relationship. Because I think they kind of tell you don't fool with the people that you're going to volunteer. But this young dude, he had a nice fade and everything. He said, yeah, they can fade you up. He said, but I don't let them mess with my line in the front. And that's good advice right there. Just let them do everything else. They'll do it perfectly. They'll have you blend it in. Don't let them do that. They're not used to cutting lines, man. Real Filipinos they have the bangs and stuff. He says, it's weird seeing stoplights again. It's just weird to me seeing organized traffic, man. Because it's all over the place in the Philippines, man. They drive with ESP over there. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Come on, man. Show me some support. He says, cold there. Did you get any sleep yet? I slept a little bit. I'm trying to force myself to stay up. That's the reason I'm having this live stream. In that way, when I go to sleep, when I wake up, I'm on everybody else's time. Otherwise, I'm gonna be asleep while everybody's awake and awake while everybody is asleep. He said, "Good evening, Cal. I'm glad I've caught you your first live." Yeah, thanks, Lee. He said, "Calvin isn't going to be depressing. You seeing people you used to know who you don't care to see anymore." Well, it's not that many people over here like that. See, I don't have a lot of enemies. You know, I'll tell you what's depressing though, A. Patterson. The minute I get back, man, I cut on Facebook, 2 of my childhood friends died on the same day. Well, no, actually one guy died Sunday. I mean, I've been knowing him, I can't even tell you, it goes all the way back. I can't even remember. His brother, who's passed, was my best friend, my very first best friend. We met in the first grade. He died, Eric Bissell. Then a girl that I went to school with, we the same age, Melanie Beeler. She died. And I'm like, man, it's crazy. That's what's so depressing. Knowing that you in that age range now, man, it's the fourth quarter, guys. Y'all think I'll be joking. Man, don't play around. If you want to do something, do it. If you want to be with somebody, be with them. You know, we're at the age now, man, you can't be worrying about what people think, about what people say. You better live your life, man, because life is all we've got. We don't know what's on the other side, guys, okay? I don't care what religion you follow and all that. They're all guessing. But we do know life right now, so I enjoy it. So I tried to make the best of that plane ride, man, even though I was bored as hell. Luckily, Delta has some good movies and documentaries that made my time go by, but it's still, you still up there for a long time. Then it starts shaking every now and then. Because I was back toward I was in 47G on that big A330-900. He said, Thomas Marshall, he said, don't give up, Mike. Did you add an updated resume? Geechee Lion said, I stayed 9.5 months the first time. Yeah, you did the right thing, though. You didn't wait too long to go back, and now I'm pretty sure your experience, Geechee Lion, is a lot better. I know that you've been posting you got a girlfriend, which that helps, you know. He said, are you going back to the Philippines or staying in America? Yeah, I'm going back. My life is there, man, for the foreseeable future. I mean, excuse me. Honestly, man, there's nothing here but my friends and family. I don't have a place to stay. I don't have a job. The money that I earn, man, on my YouTube and with my residuals and stuff, my renewals, rather, and I couldn't live the life here that I'm become accustomed to. I'm not going backwards. You know. Hey, Jeffrey Taylor, he says, I don't know, Cal, you say the Philippines is a star, but you're the star right now with 300 plus viewers and 65,000 subscribers. Let's keep it going. Yeah, man, thank y'all for that. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. It's hard for me to, just being who I am, man, it's hard for me to wear that crown. I get embarrassed, man, you know, when people tell me how much I mean to them. It's funny, man. If you never experienced it before, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, man. Even my family, man, you know, when I got back, my daughter, she's so happy to see me. And I feel embarrassed, like, you know, like what's all the fuss about, really? That's just who I am. That's how I was raised. You know, that's how Nancy Carol Roach was, my mother. She was so unassuming like that. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just glad, man, that I've met guys like Jeffrey Taylor. Just so many. I can't name them. I'm gonna leave somebody out, and I don't want to do that. But you're talking about a community that's grown up around me, man, this is what I wanted. When I used to go over there, 2009, all the way till I retired, even the first 2 years of my retirement, it was crickets over there, man. Now I've actually got friends that live in the Philippines. Okay, people that I can call up and text and all. It used to be people would walk right by you like they don't know you. See, that's what this is really all about. I mean, it was my intent was to create a community. Okay? And whenever I have a meet and greet, because I'm going to have one here, but I'm going to have it like 2 weeks out, so give people enough time who may live in Indianapolis, Chicago, who want to come. It's so we can meet each other. It's not to meet me. There's always connections made at these meet and greets. Every single time. Look at Sam McCall and 53 Shades Darker. They've become the best of friends, really. I mean, it's just so many like that. There's men who've met their wives and their girlfriends at the meet and greet. He said that man gave you the Stephen A. Smith earlier. Now, it was worse because it was like TJ said, it was like something out of Roblox. It was square. You know, at least Stephen A's got like sort of like that. My shit was like this. Like this. Man, you talking about something crazy, man. I could have killed him. I mean, and I knew there's no chance that's growing back. He said, your meet and greet might be like the Million Man March. But I will inspire people, man. I will tell you to get out, man, and have a bucket list, man. You know, life goes by so quickly. I was chatting with my sister today, and I was like, you know, it's crazy to think that I'm here applying for my Social Security. I said, time goes by so fast. He said, well, you work for it, you know, because my father was the same age as I am right now when he passed. He was 61. My mother died at 62. That's too young, man. I don't feel old, even though I'm a senior citizen. Now I embrace that, but I don't feel old, man. But that's too young. He said, what brought you back here? You know, to see my friends and family and to tie up some loose ends. All my IDs expired. And good thing I came back. They got the new real ID finally in Kentucky. I'll be able to get that. You know, all my credit cards. I don't even have, you know, it costs me so much money. If the bank is closed in the Philippines, I have to either use Remitly or Zoom or one of them. You know how expensive that is, man. You know, you can't just, if I was to, it would cost me, if I needed $20, it would cost me damn near $20 to get $20. See, you can't live like that, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, when people talk about budgets, that will blow up your budget. You got to have a plan for that one. Okay? Accessing your money. And a lot of us, we don't like to make that one transfer and that's it. Even if you do that, remember the banks over there don't open on Saturday and Sunday most of the time. So managing your money is paramount over there. Otherwise, man, you spend so much on those fees, man. I mean, it's embarrassing when you think about it. He said, Cal, when you going to set the date for the meet and greet? Because I'm 2 hours away and ready to come visit. Yeah, I set it up. See, I'm just trying to get my legs underneath me, man. I'm tired as hell. Look at me. I'm beat for real. But I knew y'all would keep me up. And I'm going to go in there, maybe, I hope she got some hot sausages. I can't eat anything other than hot sausage. Then I'll lay down and go to sleep and wake up. But once I get my legs underneath me, I said, I'll find a place here, you know, nice little place to give them some business. TJ says, I used to cry when my mom would buy armor or bar ass and get my ass best ever over it. Yeah, but I like bar ass. And people was like, bar ass? Yeah, bar ass. You gotta rummage for that bar ass. the bottom of the barrel, but you know, it's good. He said, sorry, too far from Chicago. No, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. He said, I'm west of St. Louis. I said, I would be glad to give you a ride to Kentucky if closer. Oh yeah, I'm in Louisville now. I made it home. He said, MK Mobile came in the Philippines. He said, hurry up and get back, man. Yeah. He said, J. Henry P. said, damn, Cal, you look like you aged 10 years. I went, hell, I haven't slept in 3 days. You know, but it is what it is, man. Come on, guys. You know, see, that's one thing we're infatuated over here is the outward appearance. That's why it's easy to fool us. In the car, man, how many bad cars you bought because of the outside of the car look good? It's about how you feel, man. I feel great. He says, bring back home Slim Jims. Yeah, Maryland fell in love with them damn Slim Jims. He said, Dexter and Jim in the Philippines had a hard time in the province. Well, he had a hard time. Not her. She's from the province. You know, he built that house in the province like that. Honestly, man, I like Jim because he's real. You know, people are they're gonna learn a lot from his channel because he's like me. He just tells it like it is. You know, he's got a lot of people that don't understand. You know that his channel is really gonna help people, but it's like he made every mistake you can make. It's like he never watched. He claimed he was watching YouTube videos during the pandemic. Well, I can't tell. But he's the typical man. Y'all can watch these videos till you blue in the face, and then you go to the Philippines and you don't take any suggestions. You don't do anything that people suggest you do. Because when I look at his situation, he did everything wrong. He marries a woman with 4 kids. Okay, with 4 children. 4 whole children. He married her. It wasn't like they were just living and he married her. He builds that big house in the province. And, you know, I mean, good luck selling that thing if you want to try to sell it. He opens up that business, that sorry store, and then he stands in front of the damn business every day, you know, to let people know, come on in, man. They go right by him across the street to the Filipino place. He spent a lot of money on that place, man. He threw away a lot of money. But he seems to be like he loves that woman. So I guess, you know, he'll trade all of that just for the love of his woman, you know. But I wouldn't move deep in the province like that, man. You know, it's just, man, you risking a lot, man. That's a big gamble. And he made it too early in the game. You can't do that. It took me years and years to build that house. And then I had children, you know. And, you know, everything fell into place. I'm talking about years and years. I've been coming to the Philippines since 2009. That house was built in 2021, guys. Listen to that. If you don't listen to nothing else, don't be going over there rushing into something. What are you rushing for? You know. And, you know, you start getting into it with the locals. Man, everything that you could do wrong, but that's a good teaching videos for people who haven't been over there yet. He's showing you everything not to do. Man, you see when he went back, he didn't go back to his province. They stayed in Lapu-Lapu around that area, man. You don't want to live like that over there, guys. You don't. He's a good guy, but, man, he's ruffled some feathers. You don't know where it's coming from. Okay, excuse me. 6 degrees of separation in the Philippines is 2 degrees of separation. The people he's having trouble with, that people living right next door to him. He don't know where it's coming from, but, man, they will knock you off over there without a second thought, man. Your life means nothing over there. Don't fall asleep over there. I'm just telling you, man. Man, life is cheap over there, man. It's just how it is. You know, I'm not putting the Philippines down. I'm just telling you that it is. Do you know all the natural disasters they have, one after the other after the other? It seems like they're numb to death. So if a foreigner gets killed, man, they go about their business. Okay? That is one thing that you have to think about. See, I don't feel protected over there. I feel safe, but not protected like I do here. You know, I got rights, protections, and privileges over here. I belong here. So I'm glad I came back to get some of that. You know, and I get enough of that before I go back, because you miss that when you get over there. But you know, he has no idea what he's gotten himself into. He can never go back there. I would never go back there, no matter what my wife told me and how much she tried to reassure me. His ass is grass. But he's showing you what not to do. He said, you had me laughing when you said you wouldn't let Curly sleep on that Greyhound. No, I wouldn't let him ride on there. Man, Greyhound is in bad shape, but there's a market for it. The Greyhound bus station in Louisville, Kentucky, they should be ashamed. Okay? It's not even a Greyhound bus station. You know how Greyhound bus stations look. They always have a cafeteria, which they had a good one in Louisville. You could eat breakfast, you know, whatever. You're sitting there waiting, get a cup of coffee while you're waiting on your bus. You know, they may have the TVs going. Man, they got one TV in there. 3 rows on each side of these metal chairs. Trash everywhere. I've never walked into a Greyhound bus station lately. It was filthy. I mean, the bathroom is just, man, it's just terrible. You're like, dude. And then the employees, they look like they don't give a damn. Like, who hired you, man? You know, do you own this place? That would be the only way I could figure out who hired your ass. I mean, there was 3 employees in Chicago, man. I wouldn't harm for nothing to do anything. Because they look like you was bothering them. It's like, they look like the clientele in there. It's crazy. He said, your vlogs are helpful. And that's all I want them to be, though, really. I mean, I'm just telling you my perspective. There's so many, you know, give these vloggers a break, guys. You know, they're just telling you what they're seeing. Now, some of them, you know, they talk about the same things over and over. I was tripping out. I saw that Paul's Asian Adventure. And then Geo, they did the same. They had the same title up there. I don't know if did they interview each other, but it was social media has destroyed dating in the Philippines. And I was like, damn, I mean, they have the same exact title. And, you know, I didn't even click on it, you know, but there's a market for that. Y'all can't get enough of that. But, you know, you got to start talking about something else eventually. But most of the, you know, the smart ones who want to earn money on YouTube, they talk about relationships, man. See, when I give you the nitty gritty, because I'm going to do a little more now that I'm over here. I can get a little bit nittier and grittier, okay? But they get mad when you tell the truth. Because that's what, I met a guy in the airport in Taipei. He's from Columbus, Ohio. He said, yeah, Cal, I watch you all the time. He said, I'm shocked that I even met you. I told my girlfriend, what are the chances of me seeing you in the airport? And he said, man, she'd be mad at you. She'd be sitting right next to me when we watching your videos, and they don't like the truth, you know, when you tell the truth, see? And I just tell it in a roundabout way now, because there's people sitting there waiting to turn me into the immigration and stuff, you know, if I say anything. But it's just the unadulterated truth as I give it to you. You know, nobody was telling you about the Filipino tune-up. That's real, man. Okay, they're going to try to whip you with the free oil change and lube job. Y'all got to read in between the lines of what that is. You know, the oil change is simply the blow job. And the lube job is the anal. Okay? If you want all of that, you can get all of that. Okay? Because that's part of the unspoken agreement. But people act like when you talk about it, if I don't talk about it, it's like it's not happening. Man, that's nothing what I'm talking about. When you go over there and you experience it for yourself, then you're gonna see Cal, he was sugarcoating it. He's not, because I don't want to disrespect anybody really. It's not my place. That's why I try to stay in the middle really. I'm gonna tell you the real life over there, but I'm not gonna go all down and make it ugly like some people try to do. But yeah, it is what it is over there when it comes to that. You heard Merlin say it. She said, we want you to fall in love with us. Because they know once you fall in love, man, all bets is off. They got you. That unspoken agreement goes down the drain. Okay? This is why you can't fall in love so fast. But the man always falls in love. We're the first ones to fall in love. We've been ignored and we've been so isolated. And then when you meet a young, attractive woman like that, and she pulls out those cards like that, man, you really have no hope, really. It's hard not to lose your damn man. But nobody ever told me, nobody warned me like we be trying to warn y'all. At least you get a warning. I didn't have a warning. Nothing's off the table. It's a good thing that I'm not an old freaky freak like some of them guys that go over there. I don't want a woman licking my behind and all that stuff like that. I don't get into that stuff. But I'm sure if I did, they would be licking my behind. But I'm not into that. He said, that lack of tune-up may bring out the sex pad in you, huh? No, because see, I know what I'm over here for. And I know how to focus now. And there's just nothing over here. There's no woman that I'm going to be attracted enough to even pull that's going to even be available to me. When I got back, I did see that. I was looking at the women who were sort of looking at me. And I was like, no, thank you. I don't even get turned on, okay? Okay, I'm 61, so I would have to date 60-year-old women and 58 and all that. It's just, it's not me. I'm not going to have a shot at a 40-year-old, a 35-year-old, or 30, or anything like that, unless I just go to the cat house and buy it. And I'm not going to do that. That's nasty to me. I don't want to be coming behind some other man. I mean, literally 5 minutes later, you coming behind some other man. No, I don't play that. But it's easy for me, you've heard it. You've heard people say this before. You're only as, what do they say? You only as, when they talk about your options, what do they say? I lost my train of thought. It's crazy I can't think of that. You're only as faithful as your options, right? Because I can be faithful over here. Okay? My options is shot over here. Literally. I showed y'all what the woman looks like that I took to the prom. Man, y'all think she's a beautiful woman as far as, on the inside, man. A great friend of mine. I've been knowing her ever since the 9th grade. But she could show up over here naked, and it wouldn't even move me 1 inch. Okay? He said, I could not deal with all those brownouts over there. Well, that'll happen everywhere. Okay? This is why it's important that you know where you're going when you get there. Stop following these women. Okay? This is the problem we're making. You're following these women. Wherever they live, you live in. Instead of you saying, okay, I'm coming to Cebu. So if you live somewhere around Cebu, you come over there first. Let's make this our base. Because you start moving to places, man. Look, Dumaguete, much as I like Dumaguete now, they got too many brownouts for me. St. Carlos City has nowhere near the brownouts Dumaguete has. St. Carlos City really is a second-class city. Dumaguete's a third-class city. You don't get them brownouts. And if you're going to get a brownout, they'll warn you. They'll put it on Facebook. It's okay, Noneco is the name of the electric company in Negros Occidental. They'll tell you, Okay, we're going to have a brownout from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can make plans. Not in Zamboanga. It just hits you. You don't know it's coming. You just be sitting there watching TV or whatever it is, and then all the power goes out, and you don't know when it's coming back on. I feel you, brother. I couldn't take that either. But stop following these women. Look, man, there's an expat alley for a reason. All you new guys who've never been there before. Okay? Take heed to that. Keep it simple, man. Move to Metro Manila, Angeles City, Cebu, Davao, Butuan, Bacolod, even Zamboanga City. You know, stay in the city. General Santos, Dumaguete, Cagayan de Oro. Okay? Don't get cute, man. The Philippines will chew you up and spit you out, man. There's levels to that. It's a learning process. It's a steep curve. But y'all trying to come right over there and fit right in, man. It's a big mistake. You can't do it. You got too many lessons to learn. Okay? You gotta get your head busted a few times before you start listening over there, especially with the women. You guys won't listen. What's up, Elad? He said they there for their honey. Yeah, and you know, they know that. You just try to be as respectful as you possibly can. You don't want to go over there disrespecting people. It's just why they call it the unspoken agreement. Everybody knows what's going on. I don't have to talk about it. It's not like, oh, if I stop talking about it, it's not happening. It's happening 10 times more than what I'm talking about. And you know, and a lot more greater detail than what I'm talking about. And that's why people go over there. Then you throw on top of that the great weather. The people are so hospitable. You know, I mean, they're warm, man. They're really welcoming over there. Then you talk about the cost of living. Ask Thomas Marshall. He got a nice looking woman, man. You know, that's the reason why, you know, if he came to America, he's not going to have the woman he's got now. Okay, some of you guys, man, y'all egos, man, y'all be over, I have a problem with a woman. Well, then why are you over here on the other side of the planet? Okay. He said, facts, Cal. My first visit to the Philippines, as soon as I went outside the province, he hit me. It humbled me. Yeah. But, you know, that makeover I tell y'all about, you're going to get that. You look younger. Oh, how much you weigh? Oh, I weigh 350. Oh, you don't look like you weigh more than 200. You're going to get all of that when you get over there. He said the Philippines are good for the body. It is. It healed me, man. But everything came together over there for me. When I left here, man, I was whooped, man. Man, I was depressed, man. I was like, is this all it is to life? And when you reach that point, man, you got to get out. I don't care where you go. It just happened to be the Philippines. I knew in my mind, I know how I can go. I can kick back and relax. People ain't going to bother me. They're going to let me recover and be me. And I knew it was the Philippines, man. And I was right. You know, even though I've been gone for 6 years, subsequent events have proven that I made the right decision. You got to go with that. You got to go with your instincts, man. You got to go with your gut sometimes. Trust your gut, man. He said, and you've learned and are paying it forward by giving others the information that they need to be successful in moving there. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, Mr. Breacher 68, but people don't want to take your suggestions. They're like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what to do and what not to do. It's on you when you get over here, but don't say we didn't warn you. It's a lot more to the Philippines than a woman, man. That's the last thing you need to be worried about. Because be careful what you wish for. You're going to get entangled up with that. Man, women ain't letting you just come over there and run through them. It's a price you got to pay. It's more than money. One guy said, I feel like he's in a prison. Yeah, it's a whole lot waiting for you over there. You better take your time and understand the culture over there and what you're getting into. Because you're going to go everywhere you go. I had a friend, Smiley. his woman, she knew he's a young guy, got money. He's retired in his 40s. He couldn't even go up on his the balcony where he lived without his woman coming up there. She knew. There's too many women over here, you're going to leave me. I mean, that's why they eventually broke up. They will put their foot on your neck, man, if you let them. But some guys don't care. That's why they do everything for you like that. There's a price for that, though, man. You can't get that for free. You paying for more than money. It's going to cost you more than money, man. Okay? So you better make sure you meet the right one. Because you can get stuck with the wrong ones. It's hard to shake them. Because they poured it all into you. They're going to give you their mind, body, and soul, man. You've never experienced it before. You think, oh, we're just talking over here. Wait till you get over there. And the woman literally puts her life in your hands. And, you can do whatever you want to me. Not just in the bed, but just, my life is in your hands. A lot of us haven't had that type of responsibility, man. It's like raising children or something. If they get sick, you're responsible. You got to feed them. You got to clothe them. You got to take care of them, man. It's a lot. And on top of moving 8,000 miles from home and all the other stuff you got to deal with over there, the heat, the brownouts, you can't communicate. You can't communicate, guys, okay? Stop saying, oh, yeah, I like it in the Philippines because they speak English. Yeah, they can speak English. But they don't speak English. They speak their language over there. Okay? That puts you in a grave disadvantage. You playing behind the sticks already. Y'all better listen to this, man. So if you make that girl mad, you don't know if she's plotting against you or not. Okay? You just don't know, man. Communication to me is like the ninth wonder of the world. If you can't communicate, man, what's the point? Oh, have you eaten today? Oh, did you take a shower? How you feeling? You okay? That's all you getting. You're not getting any conversation like we're having now. That's why it's important that you hook up with some friends over there that you can vent to. And they can vent to you. And you can talk about the orange man over here. And all that stuff makes sense to everybody. Merlin didn't even know who Trump was before I met her. He said pretty big turnout tonight. Yeah, I'm thankful, man. People just they want to escape, man. They want the secret. They want to know, how can I do it? Well, just do it, man. But have a plan. Don't just run over there. The Philippines isn't going anywhere. Thailand isn't going anywhere. Brazil's not going anywhere. Colombia and all those places, the DR. Make sure you got your ducks in a row, man. Remember, it's not being selfish. It's self-preservation. You got to put your interests first, man. You got to make sure, okay, look, if A doesn't work, B, C, you got something to fall back on. Number one is that round trip ticket. Don't overstay that round trip ticket. Okay, unless you got some pension and you got money in the bank and you really got it, everything situated over there. Go back and watch that video. See, we just watch a video one time and think, oh, I've seen enough. Alex interviewing that young man. He did everything wrong. Even if he's telling the truth on that interview, he did everything wrong. Don't outstay that round trip ticket, man. Go on back home. The Philippines isn't going anywhere, and come back. You can't depend on nobody over there. They're depending on you. That's one of the worst places to go broke. Okay, and there's nobody that can help you. I'm just telling you. People think they don't want to leave. They have it so good over there. The weather, the woman is giving it to them the way they want to give. And then when they run out of money, they stay. Man, don't do that, guys. The places aren't going anywhere. Pulling it, strings trying to make anything work. You know, he kept saying, "Oh, you get a job. You can't get a job over there." He's very fortunate that Alex and his 160,000 subscribers helped his ass, man. They're not gonna help you though. He's just fortunate enough. See, Alex walks around looking for people to interview. He probably was somewhere around that mall or somewhere where Alex was, and Alex spotted him. Alex got like a, laser vision. He can spot an interview, and he's lucky. Because people was like, well, why didn't you help him? Well, I didn't see him. I mean, you know how many foreigners it is over there? I'm living in St. Carlos City. Even if I'm in Manila, I mean, how could I find him? Unless I was, seeking him. Like, see, that's what Alex does. That's too much work for me, though. Alex, he'll hang around the malls, man. He'll hang around the malls all day getting those interviews, man. That's his niche. But that dude should be thanking his lucky star. Whatever religion he follows, he needs to be thankful that he ran into Alex, because that's a hell of an existence living on the street over there. You're in danger of the elements, anybody, But he's not the only one. Remember, I just did the video. No one said it's going to be easy over there. I'm telling you, it's not easy. 8 million Americans visit the Philippines every year. I'm talking about in normal times. 1%. Just 1%, man. Guess how many people that would be? Dude, that's a lot. 10% would be 800,000. 1% would be 80,000. It's just 1% fail. You got 80,000 people struggling over there. Just Americans. We're not talking about Britons and all that. And just say, Cal, that's too many. Well, okay, since 12.5% of the visitors are American, what's 12.5%? Now you're looking at 10,000 people struggling over there. Okay? And let's cut that in half, Cal. That's too many. Now you got 5,000. That's a lot of people, man. Okay? And the Philippines has so many people, it absorbs them. So you don't see them unless somebody bumps up into them, or they know somebody that knows them and says, hey, man, he's struggling over there. That's a lot of people, guys. And you're going to be one of them if you think you're going to just show up over there. Oh, it's just so cheap. I can, what did the guy say, $3,500. See, this is what got me. And because I'm an insurance agent, I know how to read people. When he said, oh, the bank closed his account with $3,500 in there, and you just let them keep your $3,500, dude, you ain't got that kind of money. That's a lie. I'd have been on the first plane smoking to get my $3,500. Oh, they sent that $3,500. They closed my account and sent it to the wrong address. Well, I'd have been on the phone every damn day till I got my $3,500. See, that's a red flag to me. There's no way I'm going to let them people, $3,500, man. And you're just going to say, oh, y'all can have that. I'm just going to live on the streets over here in the Philippines. Broke. Shit. Bullshit. I'd have been at that embassy. Okay, help me get back, and then I'll pay y'all out of that $3,500. I don't think there's anybody watching this live stream right now who could just let $3,500 go. There's too many red flags in his story, but we can help you one time, guys. They're going to help you once. I hope he does the right thing, gets back home and gets it together, but it's just too many red flags. I know what you was doing, dude. You got whipped over there. You didn't want to leave. You're trying to make a way out of no way. Well, the Philippines is not the place to make a way out of no way. All right? You go somewhere else and try that. Now, America, yeah, it's built to make a way out of no way. But the Philippines, man, you better sit your ass down somewhere. Okay, once your money's gone, you got that round trip ticket, get on that plane and come back home, because he overstayed immigration. Guys, don't do all that, okay? Luke said, how you doing, huh? Welcome back. Thank you. What's up, Angelo? He said, Cal, now that you're back home, Could you see yourself wanting to live there again if you don't have your family in the Philippines? Well, I've only been home not even 24 hours yet. It's too early. But no, I got to realize why I left. See, if I stay here, I got to go back to work. I'm not mentally prepared to go back to work. Can I go back as an insurance agent and make a decent living? Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I've got options now. I know one thing, I'm not going to be gone as long as I was this time because it's all in my head. That plane ride is not impossible. It's boring, yeah, but it's not as bad as I make it out in my mind. See, when you suffer from anxiety like I do, things are always 10 times worse in your mind than what they really are. It's just a boring trip. I will never stay away for 6 years again, but now my life is there. I've got a house there. I got a family there. You know, I enjoy my life over there. I'm relaxed. I don't have to work. You know, I'm not going to have the type of woman here that I've got there. That's important to me. I'm a man. Okay. I want a woman that I find attractive. Okay. And I just don't have that here. I would be miserable if I had to live here. Okay. And I'm not going to be miserable. I don't know how many years I got left. So I'm just being honest with you. For the foreseeable future right now, my life is there. That's just how it is. I'm pretty sure I can move to Florida or somewhere and find my way in the world over here. I could even live in Louisville, but no. When I've got something to weigh it up against now, Angelo. You know, America's always going to be my home, but I couldn't live here permanently, man. See, what you need is exactly what I needed. I need to get back here and get some of that love and protection and, just to make sure everybody's okay, my kids and everything. See, once I get enough of that, that's going to last me for another year or two. That's all you need, Angelo. Because when you talk about thinking about moving back home in these brutal ass winters, and I've gotten used to the weather being 85 degrees every damn day, the sun shining. People treat you like a celebrity before I was even sunshine shoulders. I miss that. I like that kind of life over there. Okay. But no, I'll just make more trips, maybe twice a year, once every other year or something like that. But I mean, there's no ifs, ands, and buts. I would have to work over here. I'm not trying to work, man. I don't know how much time I got left. I'm certainly not trying to work. And have somebody calling me up, or even worse, having a job at a factory or something, and you got this guy running around who might be making $2 or $3 an hour more than me. He's on my case every damn day. Nah, Hey, what's up, Captain Billy Jack? Thanks for that super chat. He said, "What's up, Cal?" Yeah, see, 50% of the reason I'm in the Philippines is the weather and the cost of living. Okay, the other 50% is Boobie, Maryland, and my lifestyle over there. I'm getting used to, man, it's about 40 degrees out there or something like that. A normal person, they can deal with that. It might as well be zero out there right now for me. When you used to that tropical weather, and there's nobody outside, and then the trees are naked. I'm used to seeing that natural beauty every single day. See, that's in my blood now. Man, it'd be hard for me to give that up, man, and come back over here, man, for forever. Yeah, it would be tough, man. He said the motherboard's waiting for you, Cal. Yeah, that's all that's over here for me is the motherboard. I'm through with the motherboard. Once you see your options, your life changes. For the better, though. What's up, Matt? He says, "Hey, Cal, in the community, I'm going back for a couple of weeks in April for the grandkids' birthdays. Not looking forward to the flight Yeah, that's the number one reason that you don't come back all the time. That flight, I was comfortable. Okay, there was we were in a row of four seats, but there was only one guy on one aisle and I'm on the other. So we literally had two seats to ourselves. You got the TV there. They serve you enough food that you're not gonna get hungry, enough snacks to hold you over, but it's boring, man. It's boring as hell, man. And you get up, you use the bathroom, you walk up and down the aisle a few times, and you literally just counting the minutes that you land. So I go from 1 hour to the next, and I'll write it down. If you don't believe me, it's in here. Okay, it started. I said, I just start writing, and I'll put, okay, we're into the second hour of a 10-hour journey because it was 10 hours from Taipei to Seattle. And then, so and once it's, because it'll have it up there, how much time left before you get to the destination. And you just go from there. But yeah, that's the number one reason, man. People don't come back all the time. And when you go over there, stay as long as you can. Take as much money as you can afford to take. Because that's a long ass flight. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't go. It's a lot in between America and the Philippines. A lot of other places that people go to because they say, no, I'm not going all the way over there. But the people who eventually go over there in Thailand and then in Southeast Asia, they love it. They fall in love with it. And they stay over there for periods of time. Some people have never come back. I've got an actual friend over there. Man, he's got to be 13, 14 years overstay. He just, for some reason, cheap as the immigration is, I guess he's never coming back. Y'all saw the guy, look it up, the guy that got busted in Chiang Mai, or how you pronounce that, Thailand, overstaying 25 years. It gets so good that people don't even want to leave, man. Don't be that guy. But yeah, that's the reason, Matt. Alpino, I said, what's the motherboard? Man, you never been to a Baptist church before. It's those women in those nurse uniforms that sit on the front row. They don't do anything. They're not the ushers. When somebody shouts, they don't do. I don't know what their job description is. I think, I don't know, but they sit up there, they in those white uniforms, and all of them, you got to be at least 60 something to be in the motherboard. Ain't no young women in the motherboard. I guess they're the female equivalent of deacons. But you don't hear anything from them. The deacons, they'll get excited. Yeah, preach, or something like that. Some of them even go in the pulpit and preach, brother. But the motherboard, they don't do anything. They just march through. And the organ's playing. They like the first people to come through. I've never seen them do anything. If anybody on here that can educate me, what does the motherboard do in church? But that's all that's all I can look forward to over here is the motherboard. And I'm sorry, I'm not ready for the motherboard. It's crazy. He said, Negros Oriental is for me. I feel the Gillican, San Jose area. What's Gillican? San Jose is not bad. That's right outside Dumaguete. That's okay. You got Dumaguete, then you got Cebu Land, then you got San Jose. I don't know that other one, Gillican. He said one thing the Philippines got right was that toilet spray, the bidet. He said I never left rejuvenated and clean. America needs to adopt that. Yeah, you're right. I still don't know how to use it, but you got to be careful because, man, I don't know what happened if you shoot that water up inside your behind. It goes all in your intestines. But yeah, you do. When I'm over there, I use the soap and water. And I never use the bathroom when I'm not at home. I don't use it in the mall or the airport. I don't need any of that because there's nothing for you to use. They don't even have toilet paper. You got to bring your own wipes. So, no, I don't deal with that. He said, motherboard members are not climbing that coconut tree. Yeah, there's an age requirement for the motherboard. Same as the deacons. You can't be a young guy. I don't know. I haven't been to church in years, but the last I remember the deacons were older guys, with the pants pulled up to here and the belt, the shirt, the damn tie comes to here to their chest, the little tie, and he said, yo, Sunshine, show us how you doing. You going back to the Philippines? Yeah, I'm going back. Jumpy Teller said they're part of the Deacon Clap Cheeks committee. And Deacon Clap Cheeks is real. Man, if you only knew the sex scandals that go on in church, you shouldn't be shocked. That's why all the sinners are in church. That's why they go to church, for forgiveness. He said that a mother who makes sure the young women conduct themselves at the altar. Okay, I didn't know. He says accommodation in the Philippines is expensive for what you get. Well, it just depends, though. If you're talking about buying a condo or something like that, you're absolutely right. But you got to understand, if you do your research, if you watch videos and see how other people are living, okay, before I built that house over there, we were living in Margarita Village. That was an 8,500 pesos per month, 2-bedroom modern apartment. I mean, it was considered a house for 8,500 pesos, man. Where you gonna get that? You see how clean that street is? That's an upper middle class neighborhood in San Carlos City. Now, it wasn't furnished. We didn't have a car. We had a motorcycle, but you had your own driveway, you had the gate. But some of the things can get expensive. You just got to know what you're doing. That's why I say learn as much as you can. We'll jump out and start making big decisions like that. When people move in those bubble cities, it just depends on how you want to live. Some people don't want to sacrifice their lifestyle. But if you live in a place, see, San Carlos City is a second-class city. I wouldn't move straight to San Carlos City, although you can. Greg Williams did it. Oliver did it. Sidney, a bunch of people did it. But the younger guys, I had a friend, Vince, he was too young for San Carlos City. It was too laid back for him. It was too, there's no nightlife or anything, but it's clean, safe, and the cost of living is low. It just depends, man. But if you're gonna stay in Manila and Cebu, yeah, you're gonna pay a lot. And if you're talking about buying one of those condominiums, I met a guy in Cebu. He was from his name was Ben. He was from Ken. Sorry, Ken. He's from Boston, Massachusetts. He bought a condominium. That's a beautiful condominium, but what he paid for it, I think he's having second thoughts. I don't know where they get those prices from. And supposedly they're going down. But, I mean, if I'm going to spend money like that, I'm going to lease me a piece of land. I'm going to build me a house. Now, you talking about, if you build your house, you saw the house I built over there. It wouldn't even be $20,000. I paid $20,000 because the dollar wasn't as strong as it is now. The dollar was only like 50 pesos to the dollar. Now, hell, it's 58. They're talking about going to 62. At 58 right now, there's only $16,000 something that I spent to build that house. And you tell me accommodations are expensive in the Philippines for what you get. It's not. You got to know what you're doing. And you're really not going to know till you boots on the ground and you intentionally looking around, asking people. Man, we go over there, we get married in 2 weeks, we start buying houses and lots for 2 weeks. And now, what's expensive if you buy a house that's already built? Because real estate prices go up in the Philippines. I've never seen them go down in a house. See, my house is probably worth twice as much as what I spent. I know I can at least get twice as much with no problem at all on a 180 square meter lot with 50 square meters buffer out in front that's not on the deed, and a 2-bedroom house with that guest house on there and that gate. That was a great investment, man. I guarantee you, I've doubled my money in 3 years, going on 4. But a lot of us, we're in too much of a hurry. See, them women will speed you up over there. Even though everything about the Philippines is slow, it's methodical. I mean, it moves at a snail's pace. Hell, a snail is like a Maserati compared to how things move in the Philippines. They speed you up. And we go for it because that's what we used to, speed. But I'm telling you, man, you better slow down when you go over there. Why are you in a hurry for? Anyway. What's up, King B? He said, I just rented a big 2-bedroom house for $125 a month. How is it expensive? Yeah. He probably is just staying in them condos and BGC and, playing it safe, which is good for about your first, 6 months or so, a year, play it safe. But if you're talking about living there for good, you got to start looking around, man. Because there's options out there. And I know he's not lying, but he lives on Lady. The cost of living there is low. There's 2,000 outlets, guys, over there that are inhabited. Just get in where you fit in. Eventually, you're going to meet somebody. If you stay there long enough, if you're out networking and stuff like that, they're going to be able to help you. There's no sense, remember the guy I interviewed, Stephen Michael White? He's SMW Travels. He said his lifestyle and his budget is like what, $3,500 to $4,500, but he does everything. He's talking about spending $45,000 a month for a place over there, man. That's a lot of money, man. I couldn't dream of spending that kind of money. But I met a guy at Horizons 101. He had a 2-bedroom condo right in the business district of Cebu. And this is 2021. He was paying 40,000 pesos per month rent. That's a lot of money, man. He says just the cleaning of the buttocks. Yeah, but you got to understand, toilet paper doesn't clean you all the way. We think it does, but it don't. He said, no hog mugs, hog head cheese, chitlins, pig feet. Well, I'll tell you, I love some chitlins. My mother would eat hog head cheese sandwiches. And I couldn't deal with that. He said, the bidet is life-changing. I already bought bidet kits for when I go home. I got to install them. Yeah, it is, man. It's a lot of things you'll pick up over there. Americans, and in the West, America and Canada, which is America 2.0, basically, we're behind a lot of the world. We think we're trendsetters. We're not, for real. It's a lot of things. We're way behind. We only speak one language, Booby, imagine, Booby speaks 3 languages already. And she's not even 5 years old yet. She speaks 3 languages fluently. But we think we're the trendsetters. We're less than 5% of the Earth's population. And when you drink the Kool-Aid like we drink it over here, we think the rest of the world don't matter. The other 95%. It's a lot of stuff we do. A naked body over here still offends people. We're way behind for real. It's just the way it's propaganda and indoctrination that makes us think that we're really, ahead of everybody else. And we're still using toilet paper to wipe your hand. We're still using the Dewey Decimal System. Nobody, I don't know if you can go anywhere else where they're using pounds and inches and yards. You can't go anywhere. I don't believe you can go anywhere else in the world where that's possible. And we think that we're trendsetters. You know how far back we are? You know how arrogant that is? And we fall into it because we don't learn the metric system. They taught us that, man, look, when I was in elementary school, I'm 61, they told you what was coming. But America, we refuse to change. So we're still using the Dewey Decimal System. And when you get over there, you're like, well, you got to start using that calculator. Well, how far is 100 kilometers? Or whatever it is. How much does, 3 kilos, how many pounds is that? We're way behind when we leave America. But we think we're so damn, ahead of everybody else. He said, Divine clap cheeks. No, deacon clap cheeks. You know them deacons that be screwing them women in church? There's a certain woman in America, they love religious men. Preachers and deacons and all. If you go to church, you're going to have a woman. This is something that they love about that. They consider you a man of God, and you're the best that society has to offer in their eyes. Because my father was a preacher. And before he died, my father was dating a woman and her daughter. They both were preacher lovers. Okay? And you see it. Preachers, man, you're talking about they're stars in the ghetto, the preachers. I mean, they are. I mean, these big preachers here in Louisville, St. Stephen Church, what's the other one? These guys are celebrities, man. And there's no other way to describe it. They're just as big as any celebrity. I think one of the biggest guys here, I think it's Reverend, Cosby. He's a great speaker and everything. This guy became rich from religion, and now they've got a college, and he's a celebrity, man. He drives around in a big ass. Well, when I left here, the church bought him a brand new Jaguar for his birthday or his anniversary. That's what's going on in these churches over here. I don't know about where y'all live. So yeah, deacon clap cheeks. You can't tell me that, even though I don't know him personally, I don't know if he's faithful or not, but it's not like he doesn't have options. That man has, the women throw themselves at him. King B said, 7,000 pesos for a 2-bedroom house, double gated, big kitchen with eating kitchen. We were paying 7,000 in St. Carlos City, but the lady was just letting the house, she wouldn't fix it, and wanted to rent early. But you can look around and find stuff like that in the Philippines if you're not in a hurry. It's absolutely cheaper to live there than here, but what we do, we bring our lifestyles with us. So then you think, it's like Angelo Habib. He said he spends the same amount of money here that he doesn't count, but he doesn't want to sacrifice on anything. He lives in a big 3-bedroom, 3-bath house in a gated community. Okay, you're going to pay for that. He eats out a lot. He takes Grab most places he goes. He stays, whenever he leaves and goes, he stays in the nicest places. Well, that's when you're going to see your budget get up there. Me, I'm different. I can acclimate into a place. I'm not going to stay in a 5-star hotel in the Philippines. What's the point? When the 2-star is giving you the same thing, I'm going to spend most of my time outside anyway. I'm going to be on the beach. I'm not going to be in there with them wearing those big robes, big thick robes and the big thick towels and all that and the fast Wi-Fi. I'm outside. So I'm not going to pay what? When I was in Hennon in Bohol, they want $16,000. You're talking like $300 a night, which over here you may think that's not a lot of money. Over there it's a fortune. Why would I want to do that? 8,000, 5,000 a night when you can simply pay 1,500, man. If you're in Bacalan and you go to the El Fisher and you tell them, I want to stay on the chalet side. Okay, it's 2,200 pesos a night. What's that, about $35, right, US? But you're going to get a buffet in the morning that's going to be worth $35. See? So I do it like that, and it's a really nice place. It used to be, I guess it probably was a 4-star during this day. And they got rooms there for 5,000 and 6,000 suites. But you can get the 2,200 on the chalet side. You got access to the buffet, the swimming pool. They give you a real massage on the 4th floor. You got all the amenities as what somebody who's paying 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 for. See, that's my mindset. You get in where you fit in. You find out what's going on, how they move in the Philippines, so you know how to move. See, when I knew that, okay, I met a guy at immigration in Bacolod one time. He was an American. He had built, this was before I built my house. He showed me pictures of his house. He spent $12,000, but it's just him and his wife. They don't have any kids. And see, that set my mind to spending. I'm like, 12,000, So I knew I wasn't going to spend no more than $1 million. I know what you can do for me. 1 million pesos to the typical Filipino is like you having $1 million over here. Okay? The same. The degree of difficulty. If Marilyn would try to get 1 million pesos in her hand at one time, it would be just as difficult for me to try to get $1 million US over here in my hand at one time. So when you're talking about spending $1 million, there's no developer over there that's going to turn you down. And you see what I got over there. Okay? You got to know this stuff, though. It takes you a while to realize, okay, this woman I just met, she's earning 400 pesos a day. She has no savings. She can't even imagine coming up with 10,000 pesos at one time in her hand. But here I am giving it to her every week, every 2 weeks or whatever. You'll figure it out, man, if you want to figure it out. But too many guys go over there. They get whipped. They make a big deal. It's no big deal, guys, to have a woman over there. But if you turn on the videos, you'll see they've made it a big deal. It's so cringy now. They're giving you the wrong impression, okay? We're not talking about mistreating people. We're not talking about taking advantage of people. We're just saying, look, they're human beings too. Stop making it a bigger deal than what it is. But when you're 70 years old and she's 30, you're making it a big deal. It's become cringy, man, and they've made it all about the woman when it's really all about you. It's always about you. It's got to be about you, or you're going to lose before you even get over there. You see the guy, he's no different, the young guy that Alex interviewed. I'm not picking on him, but he's a great example. That's why they put videos out there to teach you. The woman looked at him no different than Marilyn looked at me. But he went broke. He started believing it, that the woman really wanted him. Okay, until she didn't want him, till she found out he was broke and he's depending on her, she ran from him. Just don't forget that. And that way you won't spend all your money on her. You're going to spend it on you. I don't spend any money over there that I don't benefit from, other than the money we give away on this channel. Other than that, every peso I spend, I'm benefiting too, okay? And that's how you got to do it. And just be smart. Use your God-given brain. Okay? If there is a guy and he has, you know, interest in you, you know, you got a personal relationship, well, he wants you to use this brain. He gave you this brain for you to use it. Use the damn brain, man. But that's elementary right there. If you go broke over there, they don't want you. They only want you because of your the opportunity that you present to them. Don't start believing that stuff like people do, and they'll argue with you. Oh, she really loved me. Now she loves what you can do for her. Ain't no 25-year-old woman gonna be romantically involved with some 70-year-old man. Imagine what that is, man. Okay? They're great actresses, man. I can give it to them, though. They will act their behinds off. You see it all the time, man. You see these men who nobody wants in their home country. And they got a dime piece over there. And they fall for the delusion that this woman really likes me for who I am. Oh, Filipinos are different some kind of way. No, they're not different. They're different because of their circumstances. The women don't love you no more than the women over here love you. But they don't have, a lot of the women that we deal with, they don't have a chance. They don't have any other option. Not a real life option. They figured it out. They said, I can become rich overnight dealing with this old man. Okay, so what? I got to kiss his dried up lips every now and then. Okay. I suck his dried up dick every now and then. They don't care. Versus what you bring to the table. But you guys get delusional over there. And that's when the unspoken agreement goes out the window. You start losing. You believe in these guys on here, the 70, 75. And they got these young wives. And they want you to think, oh yeah, my woman's different from all the other women. No, they're not. You know, one thing that I can give Marilyn credit for, she's honest. But she didn't have to be honest with me. I guess she figured this guy must know something. There's no sense in me lying to him. Okay, because I said, well, why do you want to date a foreigner? She's the only woman that's ever told me that. She said, I'm tired of struggling. I want some help. Okay, I'm tired of struggling. I want some help. I've been with other women in the Philippines. They would never tell you that. Oh, they'll throw the Filipino man under the bus. Oh, I'm tired of these Filipino men. Yeah, all two of them that you dealt with. So you're gonna throw them all under the bus? Oh, they cheaters or whatever it is. They're lying to you. Okay, they want a better life. That's why they with you. But y'all fall for the damn delusion. You see these guys on here. I'm not going to name them because, you know, it's none of my business, but I know they're lying. I know the women that they're with are not with them because they're good looking and, you know, they get lucky. The Filipinos get lucky when they meet a good man. Okay? But they're no different than any other woman. Don't you think they want an attractive looking man? A handsome man, somebody that turns them on, somebody that they don't have to act. They're actresses, man, the best that I've ever seen. Because they got to be acting with some of the mix-max couples you see over there. I mean, you talking about misfits, you talking about odd couples, man. You don't see them anywhere else like you see them in the Philippines. And you say, you got to tip your hat to the women. And like, they winning, man, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it over here. And there's been women over here that want to pay me, but I don't have any feeling. I can't act. But I've never been in a situation where they are, where they got to act. And, you know, and the men believe it. He says, I remember you when you went in Tom. No, I never went in Tom. I don't have a problem with anybody. He came to our meet and greet. Everybody's invited. He wanted to make a scene there. He didn't do anything to anybody. He don't realize that, and anybody that comes to my meet and greets, you don't realize when you come to those meet and greets, if you want to start trouble, you got to fight 10 people. He wasn't starting any trouble. But remember, that wasn't my place. But I didn't go at him. I don't even know him. He came there to make a video. He made a video. That was it. Y'all try to make it out something, man. If you only knew the backup I had there, okay? Special forces and all that. I don't think he knew. Do you think you just gonna show up and jump on me? No. What he didn't show on that video, he ended up arguing with one of the smallest guys in there, one of the nicest guys in there. Bullies are the same everywhere around the world, man. They don't change. He's 6'5", 260, you know. But he would have had his hands full in there. He didn't come at me. I'm just the type of guy, I'm smart. Okay? But no, I didn't. You don't remember me. I didn't go after nobody, dude. You know, I don't need those guys for content. They need me. I don't need them. He was welcome there like anybody else. He says economic security, family security, love with a 10, 20 plus age gap is laughable. Well, you know, it's serious business. It ain't laughable. It's serious business, dude. If you know anything about the Philippines like I do, there ain't nothing funny about that. Okay? You got to go over there and see what some of them women are dealing with. Not all of them. It's rich people over there. Far richer than anything you could imagine. The one thing that's going to shock you is not the poverty. It's how much money's over there. The Philippines is not poor. I mean, there's people over there that are so rich that they got private armies. They're so rich and they doing stuff over there that would be illegal in America. You can't have a private army here. I'm talking about they literally have a private army. Okay? There's nothing like that happening over here. But the women we're dealing with on the dating sites and stuff like that, they're signing up for that. But there's nothing funny about it. They dead serious. They have the advantage. We come over there playing games. And they already know what they're going to do. They already set the trap. There's a script waiting for your ass when you get over there. And they don't deviate from that script. And if you're not going to do it, guess what? There's no shame that they're going to get somebody else until they do, until they find the one that's going to make their dreams come true or whatever it is. Okay, he said, yeah, they all deserve an Oscar, man. What else can you call it? Okay, when you got guys in their 70s, they would a 26-year-old woman. And you're going to tell me that they're turning the woman on. I don't care how much dye you put in your hair. Okay? I don't care how much Viagra you take. Okay, the woman's acting. So just go along with it. I did a video a long time ago. She's going to pretend to love you. You pretend to believe her. The minute you stop pretending, you're going to lose. Okay? You got to pretend right along with her. You got to take some acting lessons from me. Okay? You start acting too. Now, does love develop? Yeah, in a lot of cases, it will. You know, at least in the Philippines, you got a small chance of something real developing. But, man, guys, don't fool yourself, man. Women don't, it's not like over here. If I met a woman over here, probably earns more money than me, probably better educated and all of that. But when I go over there and try to meet a woman over there, man, it's all about money, man. It's all, the initial attraction is what can I do for her? 100%. Okay? And anybody telling you anything else, you know, you see these guys on the motorcycles, they're going around telling you how to meet women, where to meet them, all the nicest women, come here. Men want it here. Y'all know who I'm talking about. There's a couple of them out there doing that. They conveniently leave out that you got to pay. Okay, and then the two biggest ones that do that, they never show you that they're with a woman. They're never with a woman. And y'all buy it hook, line, and sinker. I can't get away with it. Well, I look like talking about women over there and I never show you a woman. You've never seen a woman that I'm with. I'm just telling you, okay, yeah, here's what to do. Well, where's your woman? I mean, you know, y'all got a lot to learn, guys, and keep coming back. Okay, I go boots on the ground over there, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You're like, but hell, at least, I got a woman. I can show you that what I'm talking about is real. I'm not just telling you some kind of stories. And I don't have nothing uh, against these guys. I'm just telling you that they conveniently leave that out. Yeah, these young women, yeah, they wanting you, and oh, I want a foreigner. Yeah, because they know what you are bringing to the table. They know what you represent. A whole new life. Okay? But then let's stop talking about what they want. What do you want? Then why are you chasing a young woman over there, 8,000 miles from home? And remember what I'm thinking about that. I've got some more. Maryland's got them. If anybody's interested in the 8,000 mile club patches, Maryland's got them. I want to thank the people who purchased those. I took those to the meet and greet. They were gone within the first hour I was there. I think it's a great idea. Now, while I'm here, while I'm here, I can offer merchandise. I don't do that in the Philippines. I got people over here I'm going to work with just in a little time I'm going to be here. Because I'm going to take some shirts and stuff back with me, but I'm going to have them designed over here. So if you over here and you want a shirt or a hat or whatever I come up with, just reach out to me, man. We're not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to fund my spin wheel. See, I don't get the help I used to get when I was, when you first start out, people help you. They donate to your channel and stuff like that because, they believe in what you're doing. They want to see you keep, making vlogs and stuff because, guys, it's not easy. They know that you're not monetized, or if you are monetized, you're not bringing in that kind of money, so they support you. There's nothing wrong with that. But as you get bigger, people think, oh, he's got more money than he's really got. So not only does your donations dry up, but they start giving them to other people. And right now, the women are getting all the money, guys. I'm just being honest. And I'm not the type to ask you. I've got a small group of guys. If I want to really help somebody in the Philippines, like when that fire, when those people's houses burned down over there, see, I got a group of people that I can do it anonymously. I can send out and say, hey, man, let's buy some stuff. I need 10 guys to match me with $100. They'll do it just like that. See, that's the only time I would do something like that. But that's all I'm doing it for. I want to put the good merchandise out there, but also to fund my spin wheel so I can keep helping people. Man, I'm in the Philippines. I'm not going to live my best life over there, and people close by me are struggling. I mean, really struggling, guys. You got to go over there before you even can understand what we're talking about. It's none of this stuff going to make sense to you until you get boots on the ground over there. And then you're going to have that aha moment. Okay, I see now what he's talking about. Okay? Them young women over there don't just want you, man. Look, they're over there minding their own business. Living life is normal. You're jumping through hoops just to go meet her. Let that sink in. All the shit you got to do before you get over there. You'll start listening to people who've been over there, who've been through the ringer, who are doing what you want to do. You'll start listening if you're smart. Because you'll see it's all a game. And some of us have mastered the game. You got to know the rules. We don't even know the rules. You're trying to go over there and play a game. You don't even know the rules. You start thinking these young, attractive women want you for you. You lose your damn mind, man. You lose all your money and everything. You can't think straight. She puts the bush in your face and you're done. I'm telling you to be on the lookout for that. Go in knowing, man, look, don't come over here with a woman unless you got that unspoken agreement in hand. She's already agreed, okay, to what it is you're going to set, okay, the details on that thing. She's not. You're going to do it without a written, unspoken agreement. I'm talking about, in your mind. Don't come over here. He said, Cal security detail. No, it's just that people, we didn't come overseas for that foolishness. I love the child. We come over there to relax and have a good time and enjoy our fourth quarter. They don't want to see that. They're not going to put up with that. See, bullies in the Philippines get killed eventually. Remember, I'm telling you that life is cheap over there. People like that know who to fool with. My son posted something on Facebook the other day. It was 100% on. He said, people know who to crash out on. They just ain't crashing out on anybody. They know who they crashing out on. Okay. Hey, Let Mikado, thank you for the super chat. She said, I know it's not much. That's a lot, Ellen. Your support is a lot. I appreciate you. But yeah, they know who to crash out on. You know, I mean, that's weak. That's nothing strong about that, guys. If you want to see a strong man, you see a guy who goes over there, who takes care of business, whose life gets better. He's minding his own business. Okay, he's got everything he set out to get. That's who you want to emulate. You don't want to go over there with your chest poked out because they'll pay 5,000 pesos to have your head blown off. Okay, and it won't take a second to have that done. Okay, if you don't believe me, it happens all the time. For 5,000 pesos, I can have you killed, and they'll never know what happened because they're not really going to investigate, man. It's too much other stuff going on over there. So if you want to come over there and you want to be tough, you want to be a tough guy, then I'm warning you that's eventually going to cost you your life. Okay, because it's very easy to have you taken out over there. As easy as I've ever seen it. And it'll be the guy that you buying bread from every damn day. You don't know that his second job, or it may be the police that's helping you cross the street, giving your stupid ass directions. Because that's what his hustle is. Killing folks after he gets off work. Y'all better listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Hey, Dank Magician Guy, thanks for that super chat. He said, what if you are a young boy in the Philippines? Is it still about money? Yeah, it's about money. This is what I talk about all the time. This is the illusion that you young guys come over there with. You thinking because I'm young. Why do you think I said 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy? But y'all think y'all exempt. And then you hear these young guys, oh, I'm exempt. The only reason you're going to get it free, or what you think is free initially, you're going to get one on the house, but she's with you for the same reason. That's nice. Okay, why would she want you when there's young, attractive Filipino men all around her over there who have everything in common with her, who understand her, who go through the struggle with her on a daily basis? Why would she want you? Okay, because you offer something that the other guys can't offer. Okay? So you young guys, man, it's all about the money because you're going to spend the money. What are you going to do, Dank Magician Guy, any different than what I'm doing as a 61-year-old man? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's going to cost you the same. Okay? I'm just want to let you know. But if you fully equipped with the facts when you get over there, then you're not going to be surprised. Nothing's going to surprise you. Okay? Some people spend more than others because they got more than others. But I'm going to tell you something. It's going to at least take you, you're going to have to at least spend $1,000 a month for you and her. The woman's just not going to be with you. Do you think she's going to be with you and still live in the squatters area or the province, are still going to eat rice and salt or rice and soy sauce or rice and get a little can of tuna for 24 pesos at Save More? Do you think that's the life she is going to continue to live and steal food with you? Come on, man. Y'all smarter than that. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen like that. She's with you, I don't care, 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. She's going to want you, a young, attractive man, for the same reason they would want an old man who's had a stroke, okay, who's in the wheelchair. They got to bathe him and put his diaper on and all of that. you the same. They look at you the same, man. And if guys are lying, the guys are lying to you. There's no baddie that's doing vlogs on YouTube that have gained any traction, that are lookers anyway. Name me one that's young, that's attractive, that's gained some traction over here. Okay. If he's telling you that he's getting it for free, he's lying. And y'all know who I'm talking about. The young guys who, a lot of them talk behind the camera. Okay, they're lying to you. They're not getting nothing for free. You might get the first one on the house. Okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. These women are stupid over there. A lot of them that you're dealing with, they're college educated. And then the other ones have a PhD on the streets. They will chew you up and spit you out, man. What they have to deal with on a daily basis, you're not equipped to deal with. Man, let me tell y'all one more time before I get off here, because I'm going to eat, try to lay down. Filipinas that we deal with, they're tough as nails. They have to be to survive over there. Put some respect on them, man. That's why I be trying to help y'all. Don't go over there thinking they're going to let you run over top of them. They got to be tough to make it over there. You couldn't make it over there dealing with what they got to deal with on a daily basis. And they do it and without breaking a sweat. You couldn't even handle their daily activities of life over there. Washing clothes, sitting on that little 6-inch stool all day, washing clothes, cleaning the house, cooking, doing everything, washing clothes by hand, taking care of the kids, going to work. And then you might get 200 or 300 pesos. And then you're going to walk every damn where. Okay? Put some respect on those women when you go over there, man. You're going to learn a lot. Okay? What we do is we come over there and we dull. You got to have an edge over there to make it. And what we do with our silly ass games, immature games we play over there, we come in for 2 weeks and we'll dull the edge. We'll put up in a nice hotel. Hot shower, real mattress, 3 meals a day, going to the nicest places. And then when you leave, it's going to be hard for her to go back to her normal way of living, man. There's women over there who, if you just want to come over there and screw them and go on back about your business, there's women over there whose job it is to accommodate you. But when you come over there and you start fooling with these women who really have good intentions, now you're asking for trouble. Remember, the universe is always watching. You got guys coming over, getting women pregnant, running back, making their lives harder than it already is. Guys, don't play those games. There's women over there who can accommodate you for that. But don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Because they're tough as nails. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm not trying to help them. They don't need my help. You need my help. They don't need my help. They're going to chew you up and spit you out, man. I see it out every day and twice on Sunday. Guys who come over there, I'm Rico Suave. I got this and this amount of money. And next thing you know, they got everything. Every damn thing you got. Okay, she's going to get what she wants, man. Just make sure you get what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I don't have a problem with us getting what we want, but don't get in the way of her getting what she wants. But thank y'all so much, man. I just wanted to do this live stream today. Let everybody know I made it up. I made it over here. I'm okay. I got some hell of a content coming, man. So much content in America. Okay. But the live streams are still going to be about the Philippines and answering your questions and stuff like that. But these videos I'm going to make, I haven't even been over 24 hours, man. And I already got like 3 videos in my head. America, man, is the Matrix, guys. I'm telling you now. I haven't been here 24 hours and I know why I left. There's no sunshine in this time of year over here. It's gloomy out there. It's gray. Nobody's out there. See, I done got used to living in a place where it's bustling. You know, people are smiling, the smiles on their face. Nobody's smiling over here. Everybody's angry. Yeah, everybody's, you know, I don't know, depressed and, you know, and then, you know, inflation is out of the roof over here. So I see y'all later, man. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble, man. Don't do anything stupid. Thank y'all for your super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support for Sunshine Shoulders. I'm going to take y'all with me, man. Every day I'm here until I get back over there.